Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad.
I'm Holly.
Welcome back. It's been a while since you've been on any of these videos. We have a special bottle today. Before we get into the bottle, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. If you like it, make sure you leave a comment down below because the bottle we have today is pretty interesting. This is something I have been looking forward to and looking for since I got the other Bardstown Origin series bottles, the Bonded and then the High Rye Mash Bill one. And it is the Rye. Now this one is like very hard to find. Only one liquor store in the Orlando area has had it. I did some calling around. I finally got my hands on a bottle. This one is a little more expensive than the other ones. This was a shock to me. It was $75 for this bottle. The other ones were $42 and $43, I think. $41 and $43, something like that. But I'm excited to try this because you're the bigger rye person out of the two of us. And here's what's interesting about this. One thing that I don't know if you saw, she doesn't watch my videos. If you didn't watch the other videos I did on the Bardstown stuff, it tells you exactly where they get all of the distillate they put into the bottles. And this rye, the mash bill on this rye is the same mash bill from MGP, from the bullet mash bill that you like.
Oh, that's why you think you're gonna like it.
Yes, so I think you're gonna like this. Plus the finishing touches on this are the rye is finished in toasted cherry wood and oak barrels, which I use cherry wood when I'm smoking old fashions. That's the smoke that I use. So I think this is gonna be really, really, really good. So I'm excited to try this. Enough talking, let's get this thing open and see how it goes. Yep, 95% rye, 5% malted barley. And the only reason they do that 5% malted barley, just in case you don't know, is there's an enzyme in malted barley that helps in the process of making whiskey. Ooh. Didn't mean to give that much. We don't usually pour that much when we're doing these, but I haven't smelled it. I can't. I try not to. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
It smells just like an old fashioned. Like this smells.
Hot as I thought it would smell.
No, I know, right?
What's the proof on this one?
96 if I remember right. 96 proof. So not a super high proof rye, but I think with rye, sometimes less is more. Because it's spicy enough as it is on the palate, and like if you get something that's really, really strong and really high proof, it kind of is like a shock to the system. This smells incredible.
You definitely smell the cherry in it.
I can smell the toasted barrel too.
Yeah.
That cherry wood is very prominent, and that's like the biggest nose I'm
Very
getting.
sweet smelling.
And it's not like artificial either. Like it smells like, I mean, it wouldn't be, but like it smells like cherry wood. Like truly, when I smoke an old fashioned, I'm a big old fashioned fan, and I use the cherry wood when I'm smoking those, and it smells just like it. That nose is really good. Now there is still that like classic baking spice that you get on a rye, those classic notes, and a little citrusy.
That's
vaguely.
kind of on the back.
Yeah.
A lot more other
It's in there, but it's not prominent.
Yep.
Whew, it smells so good. Let's give it a mouthing and see how it goes.
It's good. You don't taste the cherry.
I can taste the woodiness. I don't taste the.
It's very warm going down.
Huh.
It's good though.
You know what it tastes like?
What?
Sprite.
Yeah, it's got like a lemon lime taste. That's exactly what I tasted.
It tastes like Sprite. That tastes just like Sprite. That is so weird. That tastes just like Sprite.
Yeah. It's
That
very
is
lemon
interesting. That is really good.
lime. That's yummy though.
It tastes like Sprite, like flat Sprite. There is that, it is pretty oaky, which is weird because you don't really get oakiness with rye typically. And it is a little bitter.
Rye.
You can tell it's rye, it's a little bitter. That is a really, really good rye. Now, it's not my favorite. I still think the best one, now, you know, we cracked this and we didn't let it sit, so it changes over time. I get that.
Also smells completely different than it tastes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, going back to it again, yeah, it's definitely not even close to what
Smells
it tastes
sweeter
like.
than it tastes.
So I still think that the Knob Creek store pick from 5 Star is my all-time favorite rye. This is probably a close second. I don't know if it's better than the Ezra. Hand me the Ezra. We got to do this is like the gold standard for rye for us. These two. You want to compare it to the old Ezra or the Knob Creek?
Let's do the old
Old Ezra. I don't have another Glencairn. I had they're all inside.
We're gonna share my
That's
mini
fine.
Glencairn.
Man, that nose is really good. It tastes just like Sprite.
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought you were gonna call me crazy because a lot of times I do those tasting notes and you're like, no.
smells hot.
Does it?
Now I'm remembering, yeah.
Here, can I smell it before you take a sip? Oh, all right.
Still like that better.
I prefer the nose on this one though.
Mm-hmm.
The nose on this one is way nicer.
Spicy. Taste. Feel this.
They're similar, but this one is a little more vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
This one's darker and like.
I mean, look at the color difference.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I like this one better.
Crazy.
This one's a little too spicy.
Mm-hmm. This is very hot.
This one is more manageable for somebody who's not a rye person. And remember, not a rye person. So I don't know if my opinion means more or less because I might not like good ryes, but I prefer this one to that.
This smells a lot more caramel. Just smell it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think I prefer the Bardstown Origin, which is probably the first time a Bardstown product has been my preference. Honestly, like I'm not being mean. It's just true. Yeah, that's too going like side by side. That's way too spicy. Yeah, not way too, but just a lot more. It's a lot more. I would say if you can get your hands on this, this is definitely worth it. It is a little more expensive because ryes cost a little more to produce and that kind of
They're
stuff.
beautiful. I don't know if you can see.
Bottles are gorgeous. Like I gotta find a place for it now. Up with the other ones, but
They're beautiful.
yeah, they're really nice. If you mess with the cork at all, feel the cork. Like look at it. Yeah, I mean, bottle is designed is shouldn't affect your opinion on the bottle, but
I found some pretty good bourbons that way.
that's
Actually,
true.
just looking
That's
for
you.
cool
That's you.
bottles.
To me, this is a $73 rye. That old Ezra was like a $80, $90 rye. I would have this. I'd much rather have this all day.
You enjoyed this?
I will.
Enjoy that.
That's fine. You can have it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, cheers.